So, in your opinion,
What's the importance of teamwork in parenting?
yeah,
I'll give you a good example of the importance of teamwork in parenting. Well, for us, I have noticed if they feel for any moment that we are not on the same team, they play against us. They'll act towards me like they're on my team to try to get what they want from me, and then they'll turn around and come to you and they'll act like they're on your team to try to get what they want from you.
they try to play that. Yeah, they play that with you way more than me. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. You're absolutely right.
But
So,
it's important anyway because
no,
when children see that they can have two parents that can even agree to disagree and still be and maintain on the same team, that is setting a good example for them at their young age. So even as they grow older and they establish more relationships with others, they can realize, okay, because you're going to be on teams with someone in some form or fashion, even if you're, you know, an entrepreneur, you're still going to be on some team or some form of fashion at some point or another.
mhm.
And just being able to learn that is important when it comes to teamwork. And I say that because you might not necessarily be married or married at that point, but just the foundation of it is beneficial, just not even in relationships, but is equally important, if not more important, in a relationship, especially parenting, because there's younger ones that you're both responsible for that are looking up to and at you and how you all respond with one another, how you all agree with one another, how you all agree to disagree, how you disagree. They're paying attention to all of that, and they're learning from all of that, and they're taking notes. And you just want to give send out the right signal, the right message for them that you want them to receive. If how would you want them to be fast forward 10, 15 years from now in a relationship or in a position where they're faced with something like that? How would you want them to, respond? And just thinking of that, okay, what example am I setting now for that to take place when that time comes, when they have to be in this position? So while I'm here and while I have the opportunity to be that example for them, that's what I want to be and that's what I want to do.
Well, that's what you've been doing. And that statement, teamwork make the dream work.
That's true.
Okay, the
That's true.
biggest dream is the family structure. It should be when you, as a human being, I guess, to
Hmm.
recreate, procreate, and create a family and foundation and that and everything. So yeah, that part, that biggest dream, yes, for us to be on the same team, she's all the way 100,000% on point with the fact that they'll play you against each other, even for the slightest things. And it's interesting how the children, when it's more than one, they're peers to each other, but they trust each other more than they trust, one of us. They'll listen to each other and they'll come up with their little schemes or whatnot, and they'll have their little program and little play together for us, and it will be them sticking to the plan quicker than us sometimes, because we'll be maybe having differences. So it's important to recognize that they will play you. They'll utilize your ability to think that you don't agree with something. They hear you say something that you don't agree with that they heard her say she agrees with, and then that's the test. That's when it comes down to them literally trying, because it is
Yeah.
what it is.
And then
They
they'll
have to.
start doubting one then okay, because if you're not on the same team, but they come to us with something, you have one
Ideology
response
of,
of it
yeah.
and I have something completely different, they're going to be like, okay,
Yeah,
which way do I go? Or they're going to
take sides.
go, or they're
They
going
take
to
sides.
be more susceptible to go
The-
outside of both of us
yeah.
and go find what they feel is the right answer for
Well, I don't know
them
if they go
because
out.
sometimes
Well, everything's possible. You're right.
sometimes
Everything's possible. I
because some
mean,
influences don't come from us and you know that
well,
and they
yeah,
haven't always,
yeah.
and it has come from other sources.
Well, that's true. That's
So
true. Well, that's true. I mean, that's not that's undeniable. It's facts. But yeah, I just say the parenting thing is a very important thing to be on the same page. Even if you're not, like she said, involved, if you're not married, if you're not in the same household, you still have to be on the same page because
You
it really
do.
causes friction. And children are influenced heavily by things outside of you and the other parent, more so than you and the other parent, especially when they see that you all are not balanced yourself or you all can't have a balanced situation. They'll utilize that even against you. So have seen every aspect, have seen every option of trying with that. So it is what it is.